Okay, this is going to be better. I kind of like to talk about two different categories of shapes. And I think I've talked to you about this once before. Those are called what? Geometric shapes, and that's what we're working on today. And since our time is, I don't want to keep you too long, then we've got a few organic shapes. Leaves, flowers, those kind of things. So today we are creating geometric shapes with our clay, and I'm really excited. I'm going to tilt this even more so that you can see. Scoot it back a ways so that you can see what we're doing. We're going to create with clay. At school, I have the wire cutter. That's the best way to work with clay, is to use a wire. But I knew I don't have my wire at home, so I'm just using a strong ribbon. And the ribbon works great. Do you remember what I love to do with clay when we use it at school? I brought this from the classroom. It's been sitting for a while. I like to toss the clay to you and get our hand-eye coordination going. So there's one slab I just cut off. And here's another. Yeah, we've had a few fun adventures with tossing clay, not throwing clay in the classroom. So here I go. I'm going to slice through. This doesn't work quite as well as my wire, but there are a couple of slabs of clay. That should be enough to get us going today. Speaking of geometric shapes, these shapes are ones that are always the same. Geometry is the study of shapes as they relate to each other. I guess I have to look that up officially. But with this clay, now any clay you have, you're going to want to squish it to get it nice and soft. Oh, this is fine. This is going to be great to work with. And if you've got a surface that you can wipe off, you can set it on any surface. It's just going to be able to wipe dry. So I'm going to divide this clay. I've got 2 pieces. I'm going to divide it into 4 pieces. So I'm going to start with what I think is the easiest. We're going to create 4 geometric shapes. So with this one, I'm rolling it out to represent, what shape? Let's be thinking of everything that we can name that is a sphere. Have any of you been playing tennis or pickleball or throwing a baseball or kicking a soccer ball, shooting hoops with your basketball? So there's our sphere. A sphere is a perfectly round. Our planet. This is our planet. The moon. Think of all the spheres you can think of. A gumball, a malt ball. No, I'm not going to eat this. Okay, there's my sphere. I'm going to set that right. Let's see, I need a little something to set them on. In front of me, I've got this lovely Van Gogh book. I hope you 6th graders that got your art are proud of your amazing Van Gogh that you created. Oh my gosh, they were so awesome. Okay, let's see. There's one. Okay. Let's try one more height. I can't get me and this in it at the same time. There we go. There's the sphere. Okay, next we're going to create, let me give you a hint. This is something you may have received some packages shaped like this from Amazon or other stores. They may have come in this shape. You might be living in a place that comes in this shape. And this shape happens to be a cube. So I start with my sphere again, and then I'm going to gently tap it on my surface to create 4 sides. So I'm gently tapping and I'm squishing and I'm making it have 4 sides. See how I gently tap? What can you name that is made up of a cube, other than the few hints I already gave you? A house, a birthday present, sugar cube. Do any of you have those around? How about Boggle? Does anybody play Boggle? That's one of our favorite family games, where you shake up, or just any game with dice. This could become dice. Okay, then I'm going to crisp up the edges a little bit by kind of pounding it down. Let's see, how many sides does a cube have? 6. Would that be your answer? Okay. There we go, cube. Okay, next. Oh, I meant to ask you originally what these shapes would be called when they're flat. This would be a what? Circle. This would be a square. Circles become a sphere. The squares become a cube. Now, if I were to take a triangle, what might that become three-dimensionally? A triangle always has, so geometric shapes have rules. A triangle has how many sides? 3. So, what are some things you could make out of a triangle shape that would be three-dimensional? We're going to create a cone. Have any of you had an ice cream cone? Anybody put out cones to be your goal at soccer? We're going to make a cone. So again, I'm starting with a sphere. I think that's the easiest form to start with. And then I'm going to start rolling it, putting pressure on one side. Putting just some gentle pressure on that side. And then I'm going to kind of plop it down. Now you don't want to get it too tall and skinny. Mine's looking kind of like a giant Hershey Kiss right now. But there's my triangle shape. I might try to crisp up the edge a little bit back here. So name how many things. Let's have you try to think of at least 5 things for each shape. Okay, I'm leaving my cone there. And last but not least, we are going to sculpt. Oh, I've got to get some fresh water on this. Hang on one sec.